Hey. Hello guys, welcome to another episode of BubbleteaS Gaming, and today's topic will be Zero Castle Journey to Zero Castle Part 2. And this lesson today will be, I think, sort of short though, depending on like what you need to, depending on how I phrase it though, cause like all my videos are on the fly. But today's topic will be Zero Castle Hospital Mins. So a lot of people ask whether you should go full hospital or full mins, but Zero Castle is a very unique role in the sense that you're not really full mins and you're not really full hospital. I'll explain the cons of this in this video. So let's start the video though. Okay. So if we look here at my hospital limit is 956, 325. But if I were to train like T4 troops, it's gonna cost me about 7 days and about 8 days for 23k. That's too much and too taxing on the speed ups though. So let me see whether I can actually bring out Notepad 2020. So Min provide training speed, and as of right now, if you can see, my training speed is about 214. If I swap to my farming and my gear and my castle, is about 300. So at 300, let's look at 20k. So there are some troops calculator there, but I usually use winter bot though. So Love Angel developed this bot, but so I'm just leeching off her. But I know some people actually do have their calculator or in an Excel spreadsheet. If anyone wants to provide me a very suitable calculator, I'll post the link in the description and test it out. But as of now, let me see whether I can do a guide test. Where's test winter? Okay, so Notepad 2020, let's say right now at 300, let's say 300% training speed for 20k. I would need, let me see, so, 300. 6 days. 6 days and 22 hours. 22 hours and 40 minutes. So this is obviously very bad value when you're trying to push troops, because you're wasting additional troops though. So Zero Castle, you're probably going to replenish a lot of troops every time you join rally or during your downtime. It's really ridiculous for you to like, okay, I'm going to PvP, then I'm going to convert my hospital back to mins and back to hospital. There's a video somewhere in my archive where I show you the total resource cost. It's absolutely insane and it's not viable. So Zero Castles need to have a mixture of mins and mins and hospital. So this is the bottom end at 300% when you usually have full hospital, at least for me. Then at the top end, my training speed is usually about 650 if I have like the whole setup as full mins. It's then let me see, 600%. Usually 600% means full mins though. I'm getting about 20k. I'm getting about 3 days and 16 hours and 53 minutes. So as you can see from here though, so like Zero Castle has to find pinpoint an optimal timing. Like, so let's say if you're Zero Castle with full hospital, it's not wrong, your margin for error is not too bad, but you can't really retrain troops and like on the go. You have to demolish and rebuild. Then when you rebuild above 2 million, then it's considered value. So as a Zero Castle, it's a bit unrealistic though, because the resource cost for converting is absolutely high. And like, and okay, I'm gonna try and explain something to you guys here. Let me put on Notepad. So for those who haven't played like rally tanks, at 956, if this was full T4, you're looking at about 300 million resource of each and around 50 to 60 days of speed ups. So if you don't have 300 million resources on you or in packs, you can't really PvP. Let's say you get hit and you free your hospitals and you don't have any packs to heal, and your zero castles, your people's gonna be stealing your resources very constantly. It's not really worth it to go that route though. So 956k for zero castle is a bit like retarded, because like not every zero castle is spending like as much as like a rally tank though. So the resource packs is also kind of low. And you also don't want to be a type of zero castle that, hey, I can't heal, I'm out. That's a bit ridiculous though. So as a zero castle, you must find the optimal number between this and this. So at 6 days and 3 days. So optimally, you're trying to hit between 4 to 5 days. Maybe 4 days and 30 hours. 4 days and 16 hours would be ideal. So how do you determine your optimal hospital? So this, you look at your army size. So right now, my army size, I'm always gonna assume 50% boost is about 1 million. So when you PvP, when you attack, the worst case scenario is 60% gets hospital and 40% gets killed, like dies. So using this logic, everything you do in the game must be with logic. My optimal hospital should be around 600k. So what does this mean? So right now, I have about 350k and above extra space, and each hospital gives me about 40k. That means I can demolish about 8 to 9 mins, because there are additional hospital effects that give the percentage. It really isn't shown in this. So let me put a notepad. So out of the space, I can knock down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then if I'm a bit greedy, I can knock down 9. And 9 will give me a decrease in about 300k hospital, 350 to 400k hospital, causing my hospital space to be about 550. I can live with 550, and essentially that I'll get increase of 20, 160% mint. So my training speed now will be about 460, 480. Let's put 480. So use up Winterbot or any troop calculator that you know. For 80 will be about 4 days and let me see. Ding 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 ding. 480. 480 will be about 4 days and 18 hours. And 56 minutes. I think this is a good compromise though. So if you see me playing real zero castle, maybe after KVK, I will knock down at least 9 hospitals and go for 9 mins. So in a sense that is in theory, if I don't get caught, I should be able to have this comfortably around 560 though. So this is how you calculate like optimal hospital speed and optimal hospital to mins. There anything else I can say about this? So right now, for me as a zero castle, I'm probably gonna do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 though. I still haven't decided. But I want my hospital cap to be about 600k. Ideally, like you want your hospital to match your army size. So let's say if you recall and you get hit, theoretically everyone goes into the hospital. But let's say if you recall and you get hit by 1 million, your hospital count is going to be filled with 1 million and you're going to get stuck. Let's say your army size is 956k and during the PvP you recall back 1 line to resend, and while you recall you get hit. If 1,956 goes all into the hospital, you're not going to have a fun time healing 956k T4. Unless you're like a whale or like a max account spender, this will hurt you. So the optimally point will be to get about a mixture, which I show in this spreadsheet, to be about like where you can heal and retrain troops fairly on the go without having to do a full convert of like mins back to hospital, hospital back to mins. It's absolutely scary. It's not worth it. It's a drain on resources and speed ups though. So let me put it to perception though. The reason why you don't knock down full hospital and full mins, because full hospital requires 880 mins to go back to full hospital. 880 million wood. Not many people have 880 million wood sitting in their inventory. And it also requires like a fair amount of speed ups though. So as a zero castle, I hope you take back some of the logic I say and you plot it in. It varies like your spending and stuff, but this is the general idea on how you're gonna calculate how much hospital you should have. Some zero castle purists will say that full hospital is the way to go, but I explained the downside of that is that sometimes you may not be able to heal, and your training speed is highly taxed, so you can't replenish your troops after every fight. If I have 9 mins, I don't need to knock everything down and become full mins again. I can retrain troops at 9 mins at 4 to 5 days, and it's fairly comfortable rate though. Then you can still like drop bubble as and when. I seen some rally tanks when they go too low, they knock down their whole thing and become full mins. Yeah, you have fun playing that, man. You're taking at least like 1 to 2 weeks off when you do that. And you're taking a massive drains on the Alliance Bank. So this is the lesson for today. I hope you guys enjoy it and tell me if I'm right or wrong, and I hope you enjoy the theory behind how many hospitals you should have. Always a delicate mix between optimizing your speed ups. Alright, take care, enjoy yourself, have a good weekend. Ta ta ta.